Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, JG Sports here, bringing you guys my reaction to the Cleveland Browns' huge victory today over the Tennessee Titans with the final score of Browns 41, Titans 35. And my Browns moved to 9-3 now. It just feels so good. I mean, I'm just so happy for them. I'm happy as a Browns fan. I'm just so happy for the team to just finally be having some success. And this was just a huge win today against a big, potential playoff team. Yeah, I'm just super happy about it. I wasn't expecting this. I picked against the Browns, as you guys probably saw in my last video, and they absolutely proved me wrong. And lesson learned. But yeah, let's just kind of jump into what happened this game. So this game was in Tennessee. It was a road game. But that didn't matter to the Browns at all. They came out swinging on offense. Had a really good opening first drive. Unfortunately, Donovan Peoples-Jones dropped a touchdown pass, so we'd have to settle for a field goal. But we jumped ahead 3-0, and then the defense comes up with a huge stop on the Titans. Titans were driving down the field. They were looking good, and they stopped Derrick Henry on 4th down and 1, which is huge. Best so-called running back in the league. Um, you know, doesn't get 1 yard for the fourth, and we come up with a huge stop, and then we would score on that, turnover. And my boy Jarvis Landry would score another touchdown. That's his second touchdown now this season, and the Browns were up 10-0, and I was like, wow, like this is a good start. Like I was not expecting this. It was still early, so I wasn't too cocky or anything, but I was like, dang, this is good. And the Browns would just keep adding. I believe the next possession for Tennessee, we force a fumble on Derrick Henry now. So here he didn't get a huge 4th down conversion. He missed a 4th down conversion, and now he fumbles the ball, and this guy never fumbles the ball. I believe it was Richardson on the Browns who kind of forced a fumble on him, and he turns the ball over, and we're in pretty good, field position. I believe. Let me check. Yeah, that was the play where actually Baker throws. It's like a trick play, and he throws to an actually offensive lineman for the touchdown. It was Kendall Lamb, one of our backups. So Lamb gets a touchdown. I mean, that was just totally crazy. Nobody saw that coming. And also the Browns are up 17-0 early in the second, and it was just a great start, and it would only get better. However, the Tennessee Titans would score a quick touchdown drive after that, would make it 17-7. But Baker Mayfield and the Browns would quickly respond with a huge 75-yard pass to Donovan Peoples-Jones on the first possession of their new drive after that Tennessee touchdown. And also the Browns were up 24-7. Then all of a sudden Hollywood Higgins would score. It was 31-7, and then Nick Chubb runs the ball in for a touchdown to make it 38-7 at the halftime. Baker Mayfield had 4 touchdowns. Just absolutely incredible today. I'm going to talk a little bit more about him later in the video, but he had 4 touchdowns, really good stats, and we were up 38-7 in the half. We looked just about unstoppable. I think that first half Browns team was the best Browns team I've seen in just about my whole life, but definitely this season for sure. Offense was just super efficient, good play calling, good execution. Baker Mayfield was throwing dimes, and our defense, was making stops, and they were really doing well in stopping Derrick Henry, and they would continue to stop Henry throughout the game. However, the second half got a little nerve-wracking. The Browns are, this game kind of reminded me of the Dallas game where we were up big at the half, then we kind of start letting them come back in the game. It's unfortunate that we kind of let them come back in this game, but it is what it is. But let's talk about second half Browns a little bit. They would give up a quick touchdown to the Titans. Then the Titans would get the ball back, then score another touchdown, and all of a sudden it was 38-21, about midway, not quite midway through the third. And at this point, I was getting worried. I was like, oh no, they're letting them come back. Oh shoot, I don't know if I can watch this. Like we were up 31, and all of a sudden we're letting them come back. But the Browns would respond with a pretty good drive that results in a field goal, but it is what it is. So we were at 41-21 at the end of the third. Defense started stepping up a little bit after that too, which helped. Making plays. Myles Garrett, I believe, had a sack or two today. He was making plays, and then yeah. And then I believe also, I think it was maybe in the third quarter, MJ Stewart on the Browns had an interception, a big clutch interception in the red zone. So the Browns were up 20 heading into the fourth. I felt pretty good, but not completely confident heading into the fourth. The Browns would not score in the fourth, unfortunately. I thought they played a little too conservative. They were trying to just run the ball, just stop the clock a little too much. It wasn't really working. I think they got improved on that a little bit going forward. But they would give up a touchdown to Tennessee not until about a minute and 20 seconds left in the fourth. Like I said, defense was starting to step up again, but they did give up a touchdown to Tennessee late in the fourth, so it was 41-28. Browns get the ball back, wasting the clock, but they decided to go for it on 4th and 1. Baker Mayfield did a QB sneak. He did get it, but then he fumbles at the end. Tennessee recovers, and then they score another touchdown with 28 seconds left. And also, it was 41-35 Browns, and Tennessee obviously had to do onside kick. And if they recover that kick, I think they win the game because they would have been near a touchdown territory. But the Browns recovered the onside kick and they secured the win. It wasn't a pretty win. With the Browns, it's never a pretty win, but it's not easy to win the NFL. And this Tennessee Titan team is a good team, so I'm not like too like mad or anything about them letting them come back. I was disappointed and I was scared half to death. But I mean, going forward, they definitely have to work on maintaining their leads better and not giving them up and just learning how to play when you got a big lead like that. But I think they'll fix that. I think it comes down to inconsistencies that I think they really do need to focus on going forward, especially against really really high level teams like Steelers or Chiefs or teams like that. But let's just focus on the positive. The Browns won a huge game today. And I really want to talk about Baker Mayfield. I really want to talk about him. Because I was pretty hard in my I think not last video, but the reaction to the Jacksonville game. I was a little hard on him. He missed some easy throws. I was disappointed, and looking at him at the season, I was like, I'm not sure if this is exactly the guy for us. And I knew he needed to ball out today in order for us to stand a prayer. And he did just that. He came out firing. He came out feeling dangerous. Um, and he was making the big time plays. He was making those easy throws and also the hard throws, just making really good decisions. And he still has not turned the ball over now, I believe, in 5 games. So he's doing a lot better with that. And he's just managing the game really well and making big plays. I thought this was definitely going to be more of a run game than it was. This game featured Baker Mayfield and Ryan Tannehill way more than Chubb and Derrick Henry. I believe looking at the stats, Henry had 60. He only had 60 rushing yards, and Chubb only had 80. So I mean, this really wasn't a huge run game at all. Um, it really came down to Baker Mayfield versus Ryan Tannehill, and Baker just really, he proved all the haters wrong today, kind of including me. Hopefully he can continue to play like this going forward. We got a really tough game against Baltimore next week, Monday Night Football in Cleveland. Looking forward to that. But yeah, a really good job by Baker today. He was just finding his targets everywhere, and I thought he was a clear MVP in this game. Um, Let me see how many yards he had. I believe he had he had over 300 passing yards. Yeah, 334 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Probably could have had more touchdowns in the second half if we weren't playing so, conservative and just running the ball and stopping the clock. But, we did what we need to do to win the game. It was a great team win. I'm super excited about this win. Really wasn't expecting this. I don't think a lot of people were. And, let's just keep winning. I mean, this feels great. I mean, it's so nice as a Browns fan to finally see your team do what they've always been able to do, which is win football games. So, yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction to the Browns game. Again, I'm just so happy for them. I mean, this is just incredible. I would have never thought they would be 9-3. And hopefully they keep it rolling and hopefully make it into the playoffs. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.